lot of us don't take opportunities because we don't really recognise or know them or what the possibilities are. If you're raised in a certain way, or you've had a certain background, or you live in a certain area, a certain lifestyle, many different aspects of this, often it's often the case that you don't realise what's actually out there, what chances you've got. If you're led to believe a certain thing, from your youth, from your childhood, all the way through, i.e. like people want to go for certain jobs as they get a bit older, and you say that, and people who don't really have that same outlook kind of go, shut up, what are you talking about? You can't do that, because they believe that. And then because they believe that and they tell you that you've always been told that, you start to believe that. When you believe that, you really get the opportunity to do a bit better, go a bit further, or improve on whatever aspect it is you want to improve on. Another point is fitness. You want to lose a lot of weight and hang around people that don't think the same way, or not necessarily lose weight, just feel a bit better, get in shape for your mental health as much as your physical health. And you mention that to people who aren't into that way of doing things, and it's kind of, I'm not doing that, just get a takeaway, sorry. And that's not a judgment on anybody that does that, but the point is, if you want to see yourself in a different light, if you want to go a different direction, you have to see yourself in a different light. You have to look at the opportunities or look at the possibilities of this, because if you don't believe it's a possibility, you don't know what to look for. You don't believe it anyway. You think, sod that, and you've half written yourself off before you've even tried. And this can completely limit you. I mean, it's almost at times where life's been thrown at you, and it's almost like you didn't have a say in much of it, whether it's a bad relationship, lived in a bad area, you've had poor circumstances for whatever reason, childhood, youth, young adulthood, whatever it is, addiction, whatever your own personal circumstances are. And as I say, this has almost been handed to you. You didn't ask for that, you didn't ask for this, you didn't ask for that lifestyle, you didn't ask for the lack of opportunities, you didn't ask for the traumas to happen to you. But shining another light on it, where would you be if you did make the choices? If you did say, right, that's where it's went, when it's in everyone else's hands, and put it in my hands now to take me, my life, my family, where I want to go. I want a better job, I'm going to look at that, I'm going to study that. I want to get away from that lifestyle. I don't want to drink anymore, I'm not going to do it. I want to go on holiday, I want to go to better places, I want to visit places, I'm going to do that. And the issue, I think, with a lot of people is they look at that as a massive goal, which is a good thing, but they look at it as a massive goal that you have to jump from A all the way to Z for. Whereas you don't, you have to take tiny steps. You know what I mean? You have to stop one habit, start another. You have to look into one thing. You don't have to just jump into becoming something completely different. Maybe the job, for example, is maybe 10 pay grades or something above where you are now. You say, how the hell do I get from there to there? You do it for going 1, 2, 3, 4, and climbing a little bit, a tiny bit at a time. And that can take something as simple as a bit of research, a phone call, a message, an email, a Google search, find out about what it is you want to do, and take it from there. You say, but that's not actually taking me. No, but it is. It's part of a process. Everything's a process, and it takes time, whether it's work, whether it's lifestyle, whether it's where you live, whether it's a relationship, whether it's your fitness. It's just taking baby steps and climbing till you get to where you want to be, or where you would rather be. And realising your own capabilities, not placing extra ones on yourself, but realising what your own capabilities are. When you start to move in the right direction, you start to believe that it's possible, and start to believe you're capable of a lot more than you actually give yourself credit for.